So let's ask Vivek then. Vivek, you were the first guy to put your chips on the table, walk where no man had walked before. What were you thinking? I mean, how do you now sort of be the voice of big screen actors who are willing to take the jump and, actually put themselves out for a good 80 to 100 days to do a series? Are actors also looking at it as a sort of a reduction in stardom, or are they looking to reach out to a more global audience that maybe a film can't take you to?
So I think, maybe that's a really interesting question. For me, the career choices I've made, whether it's debuting, even though I'm second generation, not getting my daddy to produce, a launch pad movie for me, कि देखो मेरा बेटा कितना अच्छा डांस करता है, कितना अच्छा रोमांस करता है, कितने अच्छे designer कपड़े पहनता है. I decided to jump into the fray with a film like Company and wanted to be taken seriously as an actor. So at that time also I was told the same thing. I was told that this is harakiri. You're going to destroy the opportunity that you had. You should have done the Abbas Mustan film. Your father was producing. But it panned out okay. So when Inside Edge came to me, and I loved the idea, I loved the concept, I thought it was revolutionary, it was path-breaking, and a lot of advisors told me again, nahi yaar, mat karo, you're making a big mistake, reduction in stardom, and all those kind of fundas. But I took a calculated risk, Mini, because I calculated a simple thing. I said that even with all the multiplexes set up today, you have a statistic which tells all that 2 to 2.5 crore people across India actually go out to the theaters and watch movies. We're so below saturation in terms of the infrastructure to allow people to go out there and see a movie. So here you have a comparative when you say how many people are holding smartphones up right now in the audience there or checking as we speak. There are 40 crore people with smartphones in the country already and growing really rapidly. So I have now access to a distribution medium for my content that can penetrate 40 crores versus an infrastructure that can just give me 2.5 crores of access. Why wouldn't I choose that? Why wouldn't I want to leverage that? It liberates me from the whole, Pehlaj Nihlani type of, censorship issues. It liberates me from having to grovel in front of, a multiplex chain saying, yaar, please, yaar, dopaher ka show mat do, subah ke show mein koi nahi aayega, yaar, sham ka show de do. It liberates me from all of that. And now it's appointment viewing, right? So I've convinced you, Inside Edge dekho. And then you decide, मैं रात के 3 बजे देखूंगा, मैं बस में देखूंगा, मैं ट्रेन में देखूंगा, मैं गाड़ी में देखूंगा, मैं घर पे देखूंगा, मैं अकेले देखूंगा, दोस्तों के साथ देखूंगा. So it redefines and it breaks this whole structure which we've been struggling to, conform with. A structure where, as a film industry person, I feel frustrated that, when I go to a theater guy, he says कि ठीक है, तुम्हारी picture में मैं invest नहीं करूंगा, तुम्हारे loss में मेरा loss नहीं, लेकिन every ticket sold, I'm going to take 50% of your revenue. And I won't share canteen revenues with you. The footfall that you bring when you do a Bajrangi Bhaijan and you have, so many people coming in and buying popcorn and samosas, I see no money out of that collection. So it kind of makes it very democratic. It levels the playing field and makes it fair. And I think that's the future of cinema.
It does, but just to extend that question, would you also look at a series that has been directed by somebody from the world of film, and even though now it has budgets that like big blockbuster films have, do you think you will still be showcased with the same quality? I'm talking, of course, India specific here, not what Tom Hanks and Spielberg did for HBO.
It's a very valid question. So when I did Inside Edge, Karan Anshuman, who had already shot a film, came on board to shoot this. The budgets were bigger than most films that I've shot in a few years, and the publicity budgets were bigger than the biggest blockbuster films that we have today. And the highlight, I think, the cherry on top of the cake was when Roy Price, who heads Amazon Prime globally, gave an interview in the Economic Times saying that Inside Edge is now, which is an Indian production, proudly so, is now the most binge-watched show in the world across their platform, across all languages. Even the English shows haven't done the numbers that we have, despite the budgets being